Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. I just wanted to get on and just remind everyone to just take some time today to take a deep breath, to feel your breath, maybe to rest your hands over your heart and breathe deeply and connect to your heart center. Maybe if it feels right to you to take your shoes off and go barefoot and connect to the earth, depending on where you are. Maybe it feels right to go out and connect in some way to nature. Maybe it feels better for you to reach out to community, to your friends, to your loved ones. People who can hold space for you and be with you, and just to help you to feel grounded and anchored today, because there's a lot of energy that's going around and it needs to be felt, and we need to have space for it to be felt. But we also need to have ways throughout the day and the days to come to feel grounded and anchored. And, maybe some of that's connecting to earth in some way. Maybe that's connecting to your community. Maybe that's in reaching out for help with, a coach or a counselor or a therapist, right? So maybe it's reaching out to your friends and your family. Maybe it's the network that you build around yourself. Because we need to have ways to talk about our feelings, to feel our feelings, to heal, to nourish, to be able to utilize those feelings to either better care for ourselves if that's what's needed, or to maybe reach out and extend care out into the community in some way, whether that's through activism or whether that's through being a helper and healer, which is that's the way that I'm hoping to show up. Most of what I do is not about activism so much as I try to just talk about things that are important to me in helping people achieve better overall health. And so I talk a lot about sexual health and mental health and spiritual health and physical health, and how all of it is interconnected. And so when we're feeling emotionally battered and raw, when we're maybe feeling the most down spiritually, when we're feeling disconnected from our community and maybe feeling unsafe in our environment, that's when I feel like it's really important for people like me who do the kind of work that I do in helping people to show up and to just be like, you're not alone. There are helpers and healers out there. We work in the online space so that we can be available to people all around the world, because we recognize that a lot of the things that we're feeling are being felt collectively, and especially for people who are really deeply empathetic, right? So for the empaths out there, you could be feeling a lot of a real drain on your energy as the collective is sort of reckoning with what's going on around us, right? And it's coming up against a lot of us who want to bring trauma awareness to the forefront, who want to talk about different ways in which people heal and how that's done in community, but also done through one-on-one work as well, with people who can show up and provide space for you to feel your feelings and find ways in which you resource yourself to really feel that you're able to be more resilient in the face of the ongoing stress and trauma that living in a world like we're living in brings. And so I hope that in doing these lives, people recognize that not only am I trying to bring some awareness to the what this does to us, how it's leaching out the very best of us and stealing from us our essence, the things that make us beautiful and unique and resilient, and it's leaving people exhausted and out of balance within themselves and within their environment. It's leaving people feeling very raw and in a lot of pain. And so so that's why I do these lives. But also, in case you're listening to this and you're really struggling with managing all of the feelings that come up when you think of the state of not just maybe your own individual world and things that you're grappling with, in your own individual micro world, but then if you're broadening that out, and if you're the type of person who's, sort of observing all of the stuff going on around the world, and as an empath, you're sort of feeling that collective pain, and it's draining you, then it's nice to know that there are people out there who can understand and empathize and validate that experience, and maybe offer a safe space. So if I can be that safe space for you, if you're feeling overwhelmed with everything that's going on, either, like I said, in your own individual world, maybe you're really feeling exhausted and depleted and wondering, where do I go from here? Where do I find the energy to, get up and put one foot in front of the other, or to even try to better my own life or the existence of anything else, right? Like, if you're struggling with getting through your day, it's understandable that you don't have the capacity to deal with other things that are going on around the world, right? However, if you're an empath and you're feeling all of that, and you have no way of discussing that safely and feeling validated and heard, then please know that you can reach out to me. Private message me, we can have a chat. Because I do recognize that at times I have been that. Especially, I think back to when I was pregnant with Max, and 9/11 happened, and the aftermath, and the intense feelings that I was feeling on a daily basis, and how it felt like this wave after wave of intense feeling and a disruption to, and here I am, like, I'm almost about to give birth to my first child, and so I'm trying to manage all of those kinds of emotions and protect myself and my baby from this onslaught of energy. And I had, at that time, I didn't really recognize what was going on and how much it was depleting me until at one point I think like it was maybe a month after that I had to turn off the news for a little while. And I think because I had become so engaged with it and so emotionally connected to what was going on. And then and then when I tuned back in, it was horrific. So yeah, I mean, I remember that feeling, that so, and since then I developed sort of different mechanisms and ways of working with that energy and being able to help other people sort of through that process. And so if you're needing help, please feel free to reach out, and we can get on a consultation call. It costs you nothing, and we can figure out if the work that I do could help you in the same way that this work was done with me, for me, and for my benefit. And so it's what keeps me here talking about these things and reaching out to other women and other people, other folks in the LGBTQ plus community and other marginalized communities, to say that I'm an ally. I'm also here for you if you are an empath who's feeling overwhelmed. So yeah, just please feel free to reach out. You're not alone. And yeah, namaste.